How does this all tie into hot XRP price? Cathie Wood saying Bitcoin is good, but then she's selling it? Come on, Cathie. Binance, going to talk about industry leaders and what they think about the recent Binance. Guess what, everyone? It's positive. We're also going to be talking about HTX, otherwise known as Huobi. Yes, Justin Sun, they're going after you. How long can you withstand the pressure? And like I said, all of this is good for XRP.
A Peter Griffin Christmas, featuring such standards as...
Oh, it's that time of season, everyone. Holly and jolly. And how do we start off this happy and holiday season? With Mr. Steve 925 that says, "You're the scumbag, Klaus." Mr. Steve is simping on CZ. Hey, Mr. Steve, how much is CZ helping you out? We've got Harsh Reality saying, "Happy Turkey Day." Well, thank you very much. Rep Parker says, "Traveling across Washington State to do Thanksgiving with Dad's side of the family." By the way, this is the day after Thanksgiving. I'm just catching up with the comments. Bitcoin is sitting at 37,881, ETH 2116. Both of them pumping, bringing up the alts. By the way, Bitcoin previously hit 38,000. It could not hold it, but you know what? It's causing the move. Bitcoin is constantly charging. We're going to talk about a little bit of Bitcoin related stuff here coming up next. XRP sitting at 61.9. XLM, not much love going on here. Under 12 cents, 11.7. All right, Cathie Wood, let's talk about this. Okay, ARK Invest cuts Bitcoin Trust holdings despite bullish predictions. So basically, you got Cathie Wood out there dumping tons of BTC. Okay, 700,000 plus shares of Bitcoin Trust and another 36,000 done on Wednesday. Now, so she's dumping BTC Trust. At the same time, Cathie Wood is saying that Grayscale's Bitcoin Trust was her top pick at the Sun Australia conference on Friday. So in one side of her mouth, she's like, this product is amazing. So people are like, oh, maybe we should buy it. Because think, a lot of people do what Cathie does. All right, Cathie's an industry leader. That's just like saying Warren Buffett, on a bigger scale, is the same thing. Industry leader. A lot of people do what Warren Buffett does. A lot of people do what Elon Musk does. There's a lot of followers of these people financially, right? They do what they do financially. Hopefully not like follow what they do all in their lives, because some of these people are kind of weird. But my point is that a lot of people follow this. So she's sitting over here going, you know, this BTC ETF is juicy. But then she's selling. She's getting rid of it. More than 700,000 shares. So, I don't know. I mean, I guess that would just be like Elon Musk saying how awesome Tesla is, and he's just like selling it on people pumping it. So, it's kind of weird. All right, let's talk about now the market and the market's reaction. Industry leaders to the Binance news, because there's some ripples that are starting to play out, and I'm going to be honest with you. The ripples are good ones. Yeah. And oh, look, Bitcoin almost getting at 38,000 again. My phone vibrated a little bit. 37,923. Ooh, making another run as I record. But let's talk about this. This is from JP Morgan. JP Morgan has expressed positive outlook on the recent settlement between Binance and the U.S. government, highlighting its beneficial impact on both the crypto and exchange itself, according to research report related on Thursday. The report emphasized the agreement with Binance could significantly diminish systemic risks that might arise from a potential collapse of the exchange. Basically what they're saying is, remember the fall of FTX and how that just sent like bad financial ripples, right, throughout the world? They're saying that Binance, even bigger than FTX, if that were to go through the same thing, oh my gosh, we might not be able to separate it from the rest of the financial world. This might be totally wreaking havoc, right? Because there's so much money tied up into this. And so what he's saying and what they're saying is like, look, because of this now, we've mitigated that risk. So that risk is less. And we talk about risk versus reward on this channel. So yes, you may call me a scumbag because I called CZ a scumbag. But guess what? The market is out here saying, yo, we deleveraged. We lowered our risk. And look, the market is moving. Bitcoin sitting at 37,941. Like I said, pumping at the time of me recording this. The market is like, yo, this is positive stuff. Let's continue. The co-founder of cryptocurrency exchange Kraken, Jesse Powell, has hailed the U.S. Department of Justice on the crackdown of Binance. So even Jesse is like, whoa, what's up? And I talked about this. This was, here. I'll tell you what my thing I said first, and then we're going to go into what I said. I always said this from the beginning. Go back to all my videos. You always heard me say this. I said, how is it that Binance is like the only exchange out there who's positive, who's growing, who's getting bigger, who's expanding freakishly big, who's making tons of money, while every other exchange out there is losing money. And it was because he was faking it. It was because he was lying, commingling of customers, funds, money laundering for like drug dealers and import export. It was just a mess, man. And the stuff that's come out from the DOJ is way worse than what the media even released. The DOJ, it's just so damning. But Jesse Powell was saying the same thing, okay? How are they going so fast? On Thursday, November 3rd, Powell shared his perspectives on the Binance controversy and the involvement in the U.S. Department of Justice. Here's what Powell said. The game feels a bit more fair today. The last 12 months have answered two nagging questions from shareholders. 1, how are they going so fast? 2, how are they getting away with it? Trust me, any day now is only believable for so many years. It's hard to keep faith while your market share dwindles and only enforcement that's happening is against the good guys. And what I like about this is that even Powell is like, look, we're minimizing risk in the market. But what CZ was doing was very reckless. And essentially what CZ was doing was growing the Binance empire with the commingling of funds, so using your money as leverage, trading off of your money and trading against your money so the house always wins. And then on the back end of it, using criminal activity, money laundering, to even further bolster the coffers. I mean, like, I get, like, if we could play, like, bad guy bingo, like, dude, I think I just said bingo right there. Like, that was on my card. That was just right there in a row. So, I can understand people, like, being mad at me, and, like, it says it right here. You're the scumbag, Klaus, see? Like, and I don't delete comments like this. I'm probably one of the very few creators out there that can take the heat. I will continuously take the heat, because I believe that when you report the news, both good and bad, you have to stand there and you have to face people's emotions. And I'm willing to be mature and respectful enough to allow people to disagree with me and keep them on the platform. Let me ask you, are other YouTube creators out there doing the same, or do they block you when you post? When you're in Reddit out there and you're not agreeing with the r/XLM map, I'm repping you right now, Mep. Mep's a big channel supporter out there. Mep's banned. Why? Because he doesn't agree with all they say? That's wrong. No, don't live in an echo chamber. Be open. Let's get back to the news. So we got that going on. So Jesse Powell's like, look, too reckless. We minimize the risk. Market's green, juicy. Bitcoin sitting at 37,959. It keeps getting up, everyone. I'm getting excited. Okay, well, what else is going on with Binance? Well, we've had some issues. Binance card withdrawals have been down now for a week. The crypto exchange is unable to process card services, the official Binance customer support account has said to numerous users. The problem has started November 17th, just 3 days after the indictment against Binance was filed. So, it was filed. 3 days later, it was like halting of withdrawals. Now, mind you, Binance several times has gone on TV, massive major publication shows, saying they have tons and tons and tons and tons of money. They're not worried at all. In fact, even when questioned about, hey, FTX wanted clawback at their funds that you got from them, Binance was like, we'll let the lawyers take care of that. Because they're like, yo, do you got the funds to cover the couple bill that FTX wants? Huh? Bankruptcy court? You want that? And he's like, well, we're going to let the lawyers take care of that. Like, he didn't say yeah. Like, and so my point is here, he's been faking it. When you're using customers' funds to make it look like that's your cash equivalent or cash assets, that is bad book cooking. And that's not realistic. And he's also never disclosed his liabilities. So I don't give a crap if you make $10 billion. If your expenses are $11 billion, then you're in the whole $1 billion all the time, right? See, and that's the whole point with CZ. But now we've got problems where people aren't able to get their money out. Users are reporting issues with withdrawing euros and Tether, among other currencies, and using Visa cards. This most likely has to do with yet another financial partner being cut off from Binance. So again, I get it. If I'm the scumbag, then why are other market leaders out there saying this is a good thing? Jesse Powell, too. You can't tell me Jesse Powell is one of the bad guys, one of the corrupt ones out there. Dude's been pretty legit since the beginning. We've watched him on the live streams. And when you look at the market, look, the market's like, yo, we're juicy with this. We're down. Let's keep learning. Huobi, oh, crap. Huobi suffers 30 million theft, vows to enhance security. Dude, you better. Now, The Huobi story is very interesting because Justin Sun now is considered public enemy number 1. He would be the one that we would be next happy about if the market were to take him down. Why? Because he's doing the same thing as CZ. He's another one out there that's like, we're always constantly growing. We're doing record this, record, and it's like, dude, how? A crypto volume across the world, because he's doing it with criminals again. Money laundering. And it's cool, dude. Like, I get it. Criminals need a place to do their money. Like, I totally get it. But then, like, if you're going to do a place for criminals to do your money, you have to be very careful, because if it's an emerging market where a lot of political things want to take their bite out of it, yeah, you're going to run into some problems. I would stick with more traditional methods. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, that is not advice. The cryptocurrency exchange HCX, previously known as Huobi, has experienced a security breach over the recent months, culminating in a significant hot wallet attack on Wednesday that resulted in loss of $30 million. Justin Sun, the advisor of HCX, formerly known as Huobi, immediately addressed the incident, assuring users that their funds were safe and they would be fully compensated. Seriously, I think that's great. I will always give Justin Sun credit for that. He always says, look, if your funds are compromised, we will back you up. We will make you whole. I think that's great. Because, like I said, there is no, like, industry FDIC insurance. We just have to go on, like, private stuff like this. And it's good. So I will give him credit for that. See, look, good news, bad news. I will say that, yes, he is giving making them whole in these incidents, but how long can he do that for? How long can he be his own insurance company? So I think we have to applaud him bolstering it up, right? Making people whole. But then we have to kind of wonder, okay, dude, how big is your bag over here? Because we're learning that Binance's bag wasn't as big as they said, because they're having some banking issues right now. Now, XRP, look at this. XRP up on the news. I've got from the 22nd on. And what I wanted to show you is, with all the settlement stuff, with all the CZ stuff, with all the issues we've been having with HTX, the hacks, with the Binance ripples, okay? And not just like the CZ on a personal level, but like the Binance business ripples, okay? The market is very positive on this news. Look at XRP in this time frame, and I want everyone right now to pay attention to the strong move here. And by strong move, look at this. I'm highlighted at 57.9, so essentially 58, past 62 right now. On news of your biggest CEO and exchange getting knocked down, now going to have to be monitored by, I think it's like 3 or 4 years by the Department of Justice. That means the Department of Justice gets full access to their books. They basically get to mirror their books. Yeah, like as something happens, they get it. It's really cool. And then what they do is they're going to mirror it, because what they said is you are not allowed to do business in the United States. So they're going to try to cross-reference as much as possible to make sure that any data that's coming across is not based in U.S. users. IP numbers, bank accounts, routing numbers, you name it. So the DOJ is going to have their fingers in there. And with all of that going on, some of us may have said, whoa, we just took down the biggest exchange. We just took down the biggest CEO of the biggest exchange. Charges for, I mean, he's been indicted. He's pled guilty. Like, boom, done. Like, he's like, yo, I cannot defend myself here. I am done. So, like, he's totally the fall guy for this. And yet, the market's positive as a whole. And yet, XRP is up on this. This is the sign that XRP is a lot stronger than most people think. And I'm not talking about the stupid moonshot crap. I'm not talking about that. We're going to 8,000. No, I'm talking about looking at this as an investment tool that has more and more staying power. And more staying power goes back to what, everyone? Store of value. And that's more important than anything else out there, because that store of value play that you have for Bitcoin is what's moving the entire market. And the market is moving positive on all the news that I shared with you. So the happy Thanksgiving is that we've seen the biggest exchange out there get taken down, like forcefully removed from the US market. The CEO of that now in deep, deep trouble, and yet the market, simply put, this is just exciting stuff. Now, other exciting stuff, Gorham Silver Baby Cups and Christening Cups, pretty cool, eh? If you want to learn more about this stuff, check out these 2 videos right here. That's right, the first 2 gold and silver programs. I'm going to work hard to make sure that I got one ready for Monday. I'm also going to be keeping up with crypto news. What are you cool cats doing? Well, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch y'all later.